All right, so I'm more convinced than ever that Mamdani Derangement Syndrome, or you could even call it Muslim Derangement Syndrome, is real. Because it seems like every single week, Zohran is stepping in some imaginary landmine that Republicans and liberals alike have planted, and then they just throw like these biggest fits over literally the most just strange things. So the other day, Mamdani took and posted a photo on X. We're going to be looking at it here in a moment, with Mahmoud Khalil, who was the Palestinian permanent green card holder, had a wife who was pregnant at the time, U.S. citizen, that was just abducted in broad daylight by ICE and held in detainment for months. He wasn't charged with any crimes. He didn't commit any crime. There was no accusation of crimes. This was for his role in anti-Israel, pro-Palestinian, anti-genocide protest. And they said that was anti-Semitism, and that him being in the country presents like a danger to our foreign policy, and just all this just crazy shit. But anyways, let's just go ahead and get into the article. There's a lot. There's a lot we need to go over in this one. So let's start with this. We're looking at Fox News again. Oh boy. Mamdani sparks viral outrage over dinner photo with Mahmoud Khalil inside Gracie Mansion. Disgraceful. Okay. Let's watch the Republicans just absolutely lose their minds.
Well, the Fox News at Night Common Sense Department understands that New York City Mayor Zohran Mamdani is very concerned about what happened this weekend at Gracie Manor. Turns out two suspects, 18 and 19-year-old males, reportedly with ties to ISIS, threw improvised explosive devices at a group of right-wing protesters. And Zohran Mamdani is furious at the protesters, posting on X that the protest was led by a white supremacist. And
it was
rooted in.
It was led by Jake Lang. We're going to watch, I showed it the other day, but we're going to watch the video from the part of what Jake Lang was doing in that protest. But go look up Jake Lang. Go look at what he stands for. Go look at what he posts and what his values are. And you tell me. Like, we have every right to be mad at the protest himself, because it was just an anti-Islam protest saying Muslims should get the fuck out of our country. They're goat fuckers and so many other things.
In bigotry and racism. Then Mamdani went on to note, quote, the attempt to use an explosive device and hurt others is not only criminal, it's reprehensible. Except the mayor failed to say who is reprehensible. Mamdani.
Okay. I hate this so much about Republicans. So he calls it out. He says this is bad. Even though these are a bunch of far-right Nazi freaks, throwing explosives at them is very bad. And this fucking old fucking wrinkled dipshit, this fucking crusty cum stain, is going to go on like, well, he didn't mention that they were two Muslims that admitted that they are a part of ISIS.
He made zero mention of the alleged Islamic radicals accused of tossing the bombs, almost like the evil protesters tried to bomb themselves. NBC New York went down the very same partisan path, writing, quote, multiple arrests made as suspicious devices found outside Gracie Mansion. Found? So now the bombs were found, as in, oops, somebody accidentally left their bombs behind? Which is interesting because the suspects reportedly wanted to do more damage than the Boston Marathon bombing. Common Sense has advice for both the mayor and the media. Instead of focusing solely on condemning the right, why not focus every once in a while on trying to get it right?
Someone needs to just remove common sense. Like, can someone like smart trademark common sense and then sue all of these people and just make them stop using it? Every time a Republican uses the word common sense, I want to blow my brains out in a video game, allegedly. Let's flip over to X real quick. I want to show you the post that shows a clip of what this Nazi Jake Lang was doing during the protest.
The fuck goats! The Muslims need to get out of NYC! They're a bunch of goat raping pedophiles!
The Muslims need to get out of NYC. They are a bunch of goat raping pedophiles. Yeah, you know what? I can't say it. I can't say it. I can't say it. I can't say it. But just look at this. And he has a goat and he's going to pretend to fuck it.
Get Kamani! Get Somali out! Get these Muslims out of our city! We will not allow these people to continue to rape and pillage our city! USA! 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 You gotta go!
Fucking degenerates, man. Absolute degeneracy. These are the people you want to hitch your wagon to, and you want to fucking make a big fit like the far-right protesters, the poor Nazi protesters, they could have died. Well, guess what? They didn't. Okay, it seemed like whatever explosive was thrown was not very effective, and it kind of didn't seem like it was actually an explosive at all, just a bunch of random fucking parts taped together. Oh my God. But regarding the picture with Mahmoud Khalil, let's get into that and some of the Republican responses to that. In a Monday night post on X, Mamdani released a photo from inside Gracie Mansion of his dinner with Mahmoud Khalil, who was facing deportation by the Trump administration, which labeled him as a Hamas supporter. For Mahmoud Khalil, this past year has been marked by profound hardship and by profound courage. Mamdani wrote in the post, which has been viewed almost 3 million times. Here's the picture, by the way. That's Mamdani. That is his wife. I'm not sure who that is. That is, I mean, it might be Mahmoud's wife. Had no idea who that is. That's Mahmoud, obviously. Just a nice, happy picture. A nice post to go along with it, and let's see what the reaction from the right was. I only have a couple of these quotes highlighted because we're also going to get into the comment section, and I also I don't want to lose my mind too much here, okay? Posting a celebratory photo of an anti-Israel college protester who should be deported next to your non-public figure wife who cheered the rape and murder of Jews on 10/7, the day after 2 radical Muslims threw pipe bombs on your sidewalk, is a hell of a choice, Mamdani. Outkick founder Clay Travis posted on X. By the way, this whole thing that she cheered on the rape and murder of Jews on 10/7, it's not true. She liked a news article. A news article. That's it. That's it. I didn't know liking a news article was an indictment. And I'm tired of this fucking, like, how we memorialize 10/7 like there hasn't been a 10/7 several times a week in Gaza for the past fucking 2.5 years. Like, it's only when something happens in Israel or America that we memorialize it and we have it as like a national holiday or whatever for fucking ever. When we are bombing and killing thousands of people, Israel, especially during Gaza, like thousands of people a week. And we stand here and be like 10/7, 10/7, 10/7. Oh yeah, well, you know what Israel did in response to 10/7, which also the casualty rate in 10/7, like civilian casualties, was far lower than any attack that Israel did before and after 10/7. Israel's civilian casualty rate is like 80 to 90%. The Hamas October 7th attack was nowhere near that. But no. When they do it, they're animals, they're terrorists. But when we do it, it's right, it's justified because they are animals and terrorists. Do you see the problem here? Do you see the dangers that this creates? Nothing says that the New York City mayor condemns Islamic terrorism quite like having dinner in Gracie Mansion with those who actively promote it. Superintendent of the Keros Joel School District, Joel M. Petlin posted on X. This guy should be fired. Like, I'm at the point where these shameless propagandists who use their influence to directly terrorize the lives of people and lead to the killing of people, they should be in fucking jail. I am so sick of this. You're a superintendent at a school, dude, and you think Mahmoud Khalil is someone who actively promotes Islamic terrorism. Everything Mahmoud Khalil has done, you can see. There is records of it. You can see op-eds he's wrote. You can see protests that he's organized. You can see quotes that he said himself about anti-Semitism. Find me one where he is promoting Islamic terrorism. Find me one where he's promoting anti-Semitism, and then we'll talk. Guess what? I've looked very hard, and there is nothing. Just a casual dinner at Gracie with the lovely private citizen shy wifey whose fingers could not keep up with liking posts about the massacre of Jews and the ringleader of chief negotiator of Columbia's anti-Semitic encampments where Jewish students were harassed and intimidated and where they literally glorified convicted terrorists, New York City Republican Councilwoman Anna Vernikov posted on X. Like, these people are shameless. These people are shameless. Let's look at the comments and see what the very intelligent readers of Fox News conclude from this. Jewish people have or had a huge footprint in New York City. I can't imagine why they would vote for this guy, but you get what you voted for. It's really hard to find sympathy when they were thoroughly warned what this guy was before the election, and he won anyways. If you put free stuff over competent leadership, then you deserve what you got. And these are the same people who'd be like, yeah, I think Trump's a competent leader. I think Pete Hegseth doing a hell of a job. Kash Patel, don't even get me started on him. Like, these people are brain dead, like straight up. New York City knew when Mamdani stood for when they were voting for mayor. I don't see what's shocking about this happening. This is what New Yorkers voted for. I wonder how many Jews voted for him for the affordability issue over his anti-Semitic position. Again, go find me something anti-Semitic that Mamdani has said. This is deranged. This is real derangement. I'm convinced that like MAGA Republicans and almost all Republicans at this point are just literally brain dead. Like they have something going on up there that just is not working. Like, by the way, Jews voted for Mamdani in the primary and in the general in record numbers, mind you. We now have 3 types of voter: the informed voter, the ignorant voter, and the gimme voter. Who'd have thought the gimme voter could win? These people are so dumb. Oh God, I can't. All right, that's enough. Regarding the explosives thrown at the Nazis, I'm not a conspiracy theorist. I almost to a fault, but I'm at the point where this is like 100% a psyop. This was 100% done by right-wing agitators. That's why the explosives didn't actually go off. That's why they were so haphazardly put together. And the people, of course, the people were Muslim, and of course they immediately said, "Yeah, we are ISIS." Come on, man. Come on. Like, we need, I don't know how we get past this, man. I don't know how we get these people back to just any sense of normalcy. Like, we need deprogramming. We need, like, unironically, re-education camps. Like, I'm losing my mind here. Find me a single anti-Semitic quote or a quote indicating the spreading of Sharia law from Zohran or Mahmoud Khalil. I'll wait. I will wait. Let me know what you think in the comment section down below, and I will see you in the
If you made it to this point in the video, I just want to give a special thank you. If you enjoyed it, please hit that like button down below, and if you really enjoyed it, maybe consider hitting that subscribe button while you're down there. I want to hear your thoughts in the comment section. I will try to reply to any and all comments that I can. Until next time, watch that video on screen.